comment, share, and like for more videos to my channel. Hit the bell if you mess with hell. Alright, so in this video, Flacco says Adam is going through it because he had to cancel his live show. Now, I was supposed to be out in LA with Tam and my partner Dijon Paul for their live show. They happen to be on the same, around the same area, if not the same day, as Adam and No Jumper's live show. I was told today that they had a pretty good live show. So, and yeah, I was told that Adam only sold 30 tickets as of like 3 days ago. So they canceled the live show.
Bad day for ADAM22. His enemies and his ops are celebrating what they're saying is his downfall. Now, Adam was on a podcast with a guy called Jason Rios. He runs the Freedom Society Network. This podcast was like therapy for Adam. He goes into details about his failures and his success. Now, he talks about one of his most recent failures, which is the live show. And he goes into grave details about exactly what took place. But the more information he divulges, the more ammo he gives his enemies to make his life literally miserable today.
And it's almost like spoiling the child, right? Mm-hmm. Like now their expectation is drama, chaos, what's next? And it's just going to keep getting crazier and crazier because you got to feed the beast. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like they're watching the train wreck, but then the live having to be canceled, the live show having to be canceled. What does that tell you about the temperature? I'm just picking your brain right here.
I mean, like my main takeaway from that, and especially like talking to the booking agent and stuff, is he was like, yo, like most people are like less loud about this than your audience has been. But basically they're just canceling live podcasts left and right. Like, it's like something that people were really excited about in 2021, 2022, et cetera. But it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like people got a taste for it. They went to a lot of live podcasts and then they just kind of got over it. Now, like comedy still does really well, I feel like. But as far as like the live podcast thing, I'm not gonna lie. Like people saw how much seeming momentum there was around the Tuesday show for a while there. Like they were really enjoying the Anne Hefe, Munchie, Spody, and Lush and Me vibe. And we promoted the live show for like 3 weeks and sold 30 tickets.
There's two major problems that I really saw with this live show. A, there's too many gang politics going on, right? There's too many sides that don't like each other. So a bunch of the people Adam, I guess, had on the show kind of eliminated a bunch of the people that could go, right? Because if Munchie B is on that show, obviously you're not going to have people like Ralphie and other people like Desto and others who could make the show a hit. So because Desto and Ralphie and those other people can't come, right? People that Adam will usually pour from, like that isolate people who like Draco and people who like them. Now, the show happening in LA to me was a mistake. I feel like Adam should go on the road. I feel like Adam should do like a New York live show again. He should do like a live show elsewhere. Bro, you are in LA. Like, you have interviewed and met a bunch of these like rappers, these podcasters, people. Like a bunch of these fans have had access to the Melrose store. They've probably met you a dozen times already. And they don't really feel a need to pop up and show you because they've already had access to you for the last couple of years. Like they had immense access to you, right? They've showed up at Melrose and they've seen you often, right? So there's really no urgency to go and see you in a live show when they've already seen you for the last, decade or so. However, you go to Houston and do a live show where people ain't used to seeing you, those numbers would be crazy. You go to New York, you go to elsewhere. But having a live show in LA to me was a mistake. But none of that matters, even though I would say if Adam does a live show, let's say in Houston, Adam is selling out in Houston. LA is a different story. But again, that's just me and my personal opinion. Other people, when they assess this, they don't give a damn. And the reason why they don't give a damn is because when it was their turn, they believed that ADAM22 went out of his way to kick them while they were down and make fun of their shows not selling.
Yeah.
And that was kind of shocking to me. And that's like even before they left, and then they left. And so we kind of felt like, okay, we got to like add some shit to this that'll work. So I basically, me and 4Extra had already been kind of being led back together by Lupe. She had been trying to make that happen and stuff like that. So me and Forrester got on the phone, had a good conversation, and basically I was like, listen, let's do a full interview, but let's also do this live show together. He was down. I figured that would move the needle for the live show. Didn't matter. We added 607 Unk and Hater World. I figured both of those podcasts are pretty popular. Didn't really do anything. And so when I saw that, I was just like, oh, all right. Like, if the YouTube shit is doing so well, I'm not going to be like pulling my hair out, losing my mind, trying to push this live show when the live show was always going to be basically like a break-even proposition, you know, or like if it was profitable, it was a couple grand, whatever. It wasn't going to be anything too crazy. So I think I got like my realization right there that the live show shit and people like, obviously people who don't like me want to make it like, oh, they hate you. They hate you so much that they won't go to your live show. But I mean, it was being promoted by a whole shitload of other people. It was being, you know, we brought in different podcasts and stuff. To me, that just told me like, all right, the live podcast thing is just not.
It's not it.
It's just not it, I guess.
I've been a part of two of them with the FMW, and they were dope. They were tight. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun. It was more so about having a good time. You know what I mean? And like being with the people and having a good time. And
those were great times. Like the first No Jumper live show and even the Novo one, like those were great times. That was like really, it was just something amazing. And because we did shows in Boston and New York too, it was same thing. Like it's just having that group of people that really know your content to the point where they're in on like every single inside joke and everything is like, I don't know. That's kind of a magical feeling. So I am kind of bummed that the people don't seem to be interested in it anymore. But
I think the prime of No Jumper, I feel like the best era, maybe I'm biased, I feel like the best era of No Jumper is 2022, 2023. That's the best era of No Jumper. Look at that era. Again, there were gang members on the platform, but it was not predominantly gang banging. Even the gang bangers who were hosting, like their content was not gang banging. Nowadays, even the hosts who are on, their content is primarily gangbanging, right? So the audience don't really gravitate towards, like outside of LA, nobody really find LA gangbangers intriguing. Like, I'll be real, there are like documentaries with millions of views about Chicago gangsters and about gangsters, I don't know, in New York and down south. There's really no like real crazy documentaries with like millions and millions of views, and there's not really like a niche in the scene just covering LA gangbangers because nobody really care about these people. These people are not cracking. They got no motion, right? People don't care about LA gangbangers. Like LA gangbangers for the most part are seen as corny, right? They're seen as antiquated, right? They don't really have no cool factor to them. Nobody cares about them, right? Right? Yo, people care more about the music and the gangster scene in the Bay or in, let's say, Stockton. Right, or Sacramento, right? Like people care about that more than they care about LA. So, like the LA gangbangers don't really have an audience outside of LA, which is why I feel like Adam got to get back to getting rid of the gang culture and kind of just transitioning to just having more stars on, building more talent, and gravitating away from gang culture. Because you can't really trust a gangbanger. Like a gangbanger will come on your platform, get hot, get lit, and leave. And also, they don't really have nothing else in their repertoire. Yo, Adam literally had to create another show, the Monday show.
You know, my 2 cents. Adam could do so many things to make his live show jump. He just is being lazy about it, and he's not using all of his resources to go ahead and pull the crowd that No Jumper deserves to have. You know, it's going to require him to go ahead and spend a little bit of money. But he'll make it all back. You know? Yeah. Man, I can give Adam a game plan. He'll make he'll make some dollars, have a great live stream, and have some Twitchers there. People that's on Twitch and Kick. But you know, Adam's Adam. He gonna do his own thing, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, he is the owner of No Jumper. Is his.
Discuss politics, knew nothing about the Carmelo Anthony situation, right? He was asked to talk about David, he couldn't, right? So he knows nothing about nothing. So yeah, you kind of have to gravitate away from that if you want to draw in an audience that spends their money. It's really that simple. Now, the people, right? Who are rooting for ADAM22's downfall more specifically, back on Figmunity World Community, they relished in Adam22 announcing that he only sold 30 tickets, right? Now, their perspective is, you made fun of us. You talked all this trash about, how much we weren't selling, and you did this entire show once we canceled our dates. But now that you didn't sell, all of a sudden is, hey, man, nobody is selling tickets. It's just the culture now. The culture is moving away from live podcasting. And they're saying they're not letting Adam get away with this. And he's dedicated like 30 minutes to an hour, right, to literally torture Adam with their reaction to Adam only selling 30 tickets for the live show.
Even if that FMW show ends up selling out, there's a ton of tickets left. And last time they sold out 2 shows back to back.
Cook Dizzle.
We got more receipts.
Cook Dizzle. You about to make me unleash the A-Spit car. I want to unleash.
What you talking about?
Violation.
What you talking about? Up until today,
Come on.
guess what? You sold 30 tickets.
You pump.
30 tickets. So you are wondering why we laughing? We laughing at your because you thought you was going to have a slideshow. The truth of the matter is, you ain't able to do no live nothing unless we was over there.
Yeah. That's why Rick Rock checked your punk ass.
You know that's
why he got
equivalent
booted
to?
for the pound.
You are equivalent to a rapper having 1 million Instagram followers and can't sell out a venue.
Because nobody loves you. Nobody likes you, Adam. Nobody likes you, Adam.
Get off our
Nobody likes you. You have
30.
no friends.
You gotta live with 30 tickets sold.
You met your best friend in Discord. You are goofy. You have no friends. Nobody likes you.
And guess what? The white boy saying, well, I guess no podcasts are selling right now. Not wrong. 85 South ain't got no problem.
Duno Jakarta ain't got no problem.
Jakarta ain't got no problem. And the Novo is 85% sold out right now. There's other podcasts that are striving right now, and they're going crazy. Just the reality check is nobody like your
Nobody likes you, Adam.
Adam Podcast does 100,000 views per episode. So 30 tickets is concerning. It's very concerning. But again, there was also another show on the same day. I think Dejan and Tam, their show was like a similar day. They had all the rappers. Adam had only podcasters. So you understand where you're pulling from the same audience and one person got, like the better package. You can understand why people would choose to go there opposed to here. But also here's another element as well. I think people think these hate forums like Reddit, the Twitter community, I think people think these things do more good than harm, that people engaging with their content is good. No, these communities are literally grooming people to hate you. Somebody might be a fan of yours. They might feel like, yo, you are dope. They join that Reddit and all they see is your quote unquote fans clowning y'all, making fun of y'all, talking about how this is corny. They're making fun of people in the Reddit who are showing positivity towards the content. Well, that grooms the people who like your content. It grooms them to be now haters. Now, those people hate you. Now, those people think you're lame, right? And the community is able to exist because people think it's helping when it's hurting. It's hurt. That Reddit to me is probably single-handedly responsible for why, No Jumper only sold 30 tickets. And that's just for, again, I might be, a pessimist, but I'm telling y'all right now, bro, when you have fans and people who enjoy your content, joining a Reddit where all they do is talk about how lame and corny y'all are and how bad this is, and they're making fun of people who find humor or joy or find your content useful, it's going to turn them into haters. It serves no purpose. If I'm Adam, my first step would be getting rid of the Reddit for 100% fact, getting rid of it. All right. Getting rid of all communities. Listen, bro. Listen, if somebody starts a No Jumper Reddit after you take down that one, man, go to war with that one, bro. All right. File lawsuits, infringement, whatever you got to do, bro. Do not have them create a No Jumper because, again, they can't use your name. So use something else. But when you create a HubSpot for haters to congregate and destroy your brand, and your fans who are fans of yours find where the haters are congregating and they are there all day 24/7 reading hate about you guys, eventually they're going to think, well, they are probably corny. Huh? Yo, these people who are in the Reddit, they're even making fun of people even being fans of No Jumper. To have a place to come and go to destroy Adam's brand, and Adam don't see nothing wrong with that. Man,
Yeah, Adam. It's a lot of things that you could do, you're just not doing. But you know, who cares about my 2 cents? If it ain't broke, don't break it. That's all I'm gonna say. But if it's broke, you better fix it. If it's broke, you best fix it. Comment, share, and like for more videos to my channel. Hit the bell if you mess with hell.